Welcome back once again to Fridays here on Unprotected 6. I am the host for today, Kellen. We had a really great host last Sunday, Jen. Thank you so much, Jen. She's a lot of fun, and that was a really a great video. She gave us 3 questions, kind of. I think Victoria, beat her up for a question, and then I think she might have sort of mumbled or, stumbled alcoholically through through the other 2. But of course, thank you very much. I'm just kidding. So let's see. I think there was a question about our least favorite words and our favorite words. I don't really dislike any words, and I don't really particularly favor any words. I really love words in general. I love reading. I love hearing people speak, and it's really important. And I love communication. Not the greatest at it, but I really love the concept at least. Of course, any words that people use to demean other groups or themselves or just negative words, and use it in an actually hurtful way, I think I don't like to use or hear used, but that's really probably it. And let's see, for the place that I love the most about Arlington, Texas is where I live, of course. I'm gonna say the River Legacy Park, and I will take you there now. I have some footage going on, should be coming up here.
Spring, a time for love, a time for 2. A time when lovers start to coo. Spring can lick me. Are you almost done with this pretty little ode? I'm trying to... Spring, to spread the spirit eye. Rip wings off butterflies, then show small children. If you see me on Groundhog Day, stay the hell out of my way. I'll be the one with a gun. Spring, I hate the word, as I hate hell, all Juliets in class.
So for my collection, of course I had to pick Pokemon. Okay, and so here are my, now onto the video games. First off, in the first generation of games I have for the Game Boy, the first Pokemon game I ever had, Pokemon Blue version, for the original Game Boy. Very fun game, of course. Pixels, pixelated beyond belief. It just created this wonderful world where you could escape to. And you could, your friends are powerful and you're powerful, and it's a cool experience. Of course, the red version also of that generation. And then for whatever reason, the trading card game, video game, and the trading card game itself, not the best. But that's how it goes. The game was sort of fun. Then the second generation of Pokemon, we had Gold, Silver, and Crystal, and I have the Silver version. Then in the third version, we have the Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald versions, and of course, at that point, it was high school, and I had that was my escape from reality. So that's what I got all 3 versions, and I played them religiously, horribly. I did this when I should have been studying, and doing better in school. But I had fun, and it was good times. And the Emerald version was great. It had the Battle Frontier, which is totally the coolest thing ever. Then of course we sort of had revamps of the original red and blue, but in Japan it's red and green. So in America we even got the red and green version, Fire Red and Leaf Green. And then of course the new Mystery Dungeon series, which is fun, but it's kind of lacking for a Pokemon franchise. And then I bought 2 Game Boys so I could trade with myself, because nobody played Pokemon in high school. With your Game Boy Advances with wireless adapters, because you can trade wirelessly in some of those Pokemon games. That's it. Ta-da! Still works. That's the Game Boy series. Now for the DS, this is the original gray DS. Yes, I do have 2 DSs. That was a DS. This is a DS Lite. We had a pretty interesting array of Pokemon appearances in the games. The very first game for the DS Pokemon, and it was Pokemon Dash. You basically scribble furiously to win a race on the DS. Pretty crappy game also, but a little interesting at least. Then we had a really fun puzzle game called Pokemon Trizai. You sort of get matches to clear the bottom screen while more Pokemon faces appear from the top screen, trickling down, and you just try to clear them as fast as you can and get the highest score that way. And of course, there was a DS entry for the Pokemon Mystery Dungeon series. Then we had a really cool new idea called Pokemon Ranger, which basically, instead of capturing Pokemon with a Pokeball, you capture them with like a little stylus stick. Okay, so basically you hit the Pokemon with your stick until they accept your friendship, which is a little interesting. You draw circles around them, and then they like you a lot or something. But it's Pokemon, so just go with it. Trust me. Then we got this is the version of the DS of the the games where you're a trainer and you're in your region and you're just trying to be the Pokemon master and all that stuff. And so of course I was so obsessed I imported the Japanese version of the Diamond game. It's a Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum are this generation. That's the Diamond version, and of course I had to buy Pearl in the English version when it came out. Then we had a sequel to the Pokemon Ranger game called Pokemon Ranger Shadows of Almia. And then, of course, we even had a sequel to the Mystery Dungeon series, which is fun, but not the best. And the game I'm currently playing, a Pokemon Platinum. Wonderful, wonderful game. All the best things of the Diamond and Pearl series with the Battle Frontier and a few other fun additions. So for the GameCube entries, by the way, I have the coolest GameCube ever. It has Pokemon stickers all over it. That's right, bitches. What's up? What's up? Oh, Jesus, sorry. But yeah, I'm kind of the coolest thing ever. Pokemon appears in Super Smash Brothers, as always. There's a good old Pikachu and Jigglypuff and Igglybuff and Pichu. You can make an appearance. Then for the, there's a game called Pokemon Box, which basically was a big storage for your Pokemon from the Game Boy games. Now, if you've ever played Pokemon, you realize quickly that with being able to breed Pokemon and catch Pokemon, you get a whole lot of Pokemon, and you always run out of space. So this was a lifesaver. I love Pokemon Box. Then, this was the greatest game ever. Pokemon Coliseum was a 3D RPG for the GameCube series for Pokemon. Basically, you battled, you got to see all battles in 3D, but it was still, the RPG aspect. You leveled up, you fought a shadowy organization, and you just, of course, had Pokemon fun. And it was a good game. And of course, I got the bonus disc to get Jirachi. So I actually have an unlimited supply of Jirachi. Ha! Suck on that, bitches. And then there was a sequel which was a lot of fun called Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness. And that was really it for the GameCube entrees. So far for the Wii, we have 2 entries that I could think of that I have for the full-on games. We have Super Smash Bros. Brawl, of course, a classic, a good game so far, but probably not as well received as the original 2. Then, of course, Pokemon Battle Revolution, which is a lot of fun, but basically it's a battle simulator for your Pokemon Pearl and Diamond games. So it's fun, but there's no RPG aspect. There's no, there's no story really. It's just that you're battling in 3D, which is fun, like always. But yeah, and of course I have on WiiWare I have the Pokemon Ranch game because that is the new Pokemon box. And hello, Pokemon storage. There's never enough Pokemon storage, basically. And that's really all I had for this week. Thanks for watching. And you will be seeing Andrew tomorrow. And I guess that's about it for Collection Week. I'm sorry if I bored you to death, but Pokemon's my thing. I love it, love it, love it. And I hope y'all are having a great Friday. Happy Easter, or whatever you would celebrate today. If you are Eastern Orthodox, I apologize. The Pope is evil and horrible, and you're right. And I'll be talking to y'all next week. Bye.